Welcome everyone. It's been a while. It's been such a while. If you are available, do come in and say hi. It's been a minute, isn't it? It's been such a long time. But welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. If you are navigating through the menopause or you just like to know about it, if you're about to embark on this journey, then join in. We're doing a catch up and connect today. It's been a while since I've done a live, but I'm back now. And I'm going to be doing scheduled lives again. So I will let you know, keep your ear to the ground, and I'll let you know which days it will be on and what times as well. And so, yeah, I just thought I'd catch up and connect today, see how everyone is. I do have a few, I'm going to be doing a few giveaways today as well, actually. I have I have a quiz and some facts as well, so if you are sticking around, you can be part of the quiz and maybe be a winner. Hey sweet apple, how are you? It seems like it's been such a long time I haven't done a live. A lot of things have been going on, all good, but yeah, I've been extremely busy. But we're going to start back going into scheduled lives. I'm going to start off with one day first and then work it back, because we used to do 3 evenings a week, right? And we're going to get back to that point, but it's going to start off with 1 evening a week, so I'll let everyone know. How have you been, sweet apple? How have you been? It's been a while. Welcome everyone to the Menopause Wellness community. If you've not come across the community before, we're a community of like-minded people. We are supporting each other through this journey. And no, not everyone experiences menopause symptoms, but those of you who do, you know about it, right? You absolutely know about it. So I may have a few people up a bit later on coming up to have a chat if you wish. But for now, I'm going to share some facts with you. I've got some facts. Let me see if I could. You know what? It's been so long that I haven't been on here. I'm trying to figure everything out again. Can you imagine? Figure everything out once again. Okay, so let me share some facts about the menopause. And you might have some interesting facts as well, so feel free to share those as well. So we've got some interesting facts. Here we go. So you probably know this one. Did you know menopause affects half the population? Yet it's only recently been openly talked about in workplaces and the media. So it's been a little while, but you know, we're getting there, right? Hey Claire, hey Queen, welcome. How are you? This is Claire, is our community. So loud. That's so loud for me. Claire's our community ambassador, one of our community ambassadors, and I just want to say thank you to all our community ambassadors: Claire, Just Empress, Jen, Lulu, Samantha, Poetic. Yeah, oh my gosh, you know. Poetic Angel. I was going to say Poetic Justice then, but it's Poetic Angel. Just slipped on mine. It came back. It definitely came back. But yeah, today we're just going to do a catch up and connect. I've got some facts. They may be interesting to you. They may not be, but I've got some facts. Did you know facts? So I'm going to read some of these out and then we can have a conversation. I will be doing a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away some of our community books. These are some of our community books, these ones. And also, I'm going to be giving away some coaching sessions. That's what I'm going to give away, coaching sessions. So stick around and you'll find out all about it. Let everyone know we're here. Literally, we are just, catching up and connect because it's been a while since we've been here. Can you please accept my request? Can you please accept my request? Who are you? MP, who are you? Are you part of the community? Let me see. I'm very mindful about, I'm just accepting requests all the time. I don't do that. Hey Coco, how are you? Welcome to the community. So if you're new to the Menopause Wellness community, absolutely you can join the community. All you need to do is follow to join the community, to be part of the community. But if you want to come up and talk, I am not just going to just randomly pick someone to come up and talk without knowing who you are, because people in the community do come up and share their story. I don't remember speaking to you before. I just need to check. Let me see. Yeah, I can't see anything. I don't even think you follow the community, to be honest with you. Okay, so that was one fact. I'm going to go back to the facts. I'm going to switch back from the facts. Thank you for the heart me's. Let everyone know we're here. We are back in business. So did you know the word menopause comes from Greek meaning month, which is men, and pause. Oh, thank you for the heart me. So we need to catch up. Okay, I see. You're welcome. Yeah, so that's the Greek word for month, which is men, and pause and pausis. That is the another fact of the menopause. So another fact, hot flushes. Let's talk about hot flushes for a moment, okay? I'm just trying to remember the last time I experienced a hot flush. Does anyone else experience hot flushes? Because did you know, these are facts. These are not things that I've just plucked out of the air. These are facts, okay? Hot flushes can last anywhere from 30 seconds to 10 minutes. Listen, you can't be doing 10 minutes on me. 10 minutes of a hot flush. That's intense right there. Absolutely intense, right? So who has hot flushes for 30 seconds? I'm trying to remember the last time I had a hot flush. And how long it lasted. I think my hot flushes are probably the seconds. And I just appreciate they don't last for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is intense. Hey, Nanny, how are you? Good. I'm glad that you are here also. We are back. It's been a long while. I have been extremely busy with lots of things going on. Lots of things behind the scene for menopause, and also, it's not just my only job, right, to do the menopause side of things, but lots of things have been happening, but all good. Milena, how are you? I'm glad to see everyone. So happy to see everyone. We are going to start having our scheduled lives again. So I'm going to start off with one day and then hopefully work back to 3 evenings a week. But I will keep an eye out and I will post to say which day and what time as well. Good to hear, Milena. Hey, Lady 44, how are you? Good to see you. Good to have you back. I can't just disappear like that, but there's been a lot of things, and I went away on holiday as well, so came back and then back into work. So these hot flushes, let me know. I'm good, thank you, Lady 44. Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm still a bit jet lag, so I'm waking up really early in the morning. Because I was in a time zone that was 8 hours ahead of the UK. Oh my goodness me. I've never experienced jet lag like this before, ever. But it's getting better. But thank you for asking. So your hot flushes, I just shared with you a fact. Did you know? I'm doing did you know facts, right? Hot flushes can last anywhere from 30 seconds to 10 minutes. Now, to me, 10 minutes is intense. I believe my hot flushes probably last about 30, 40 seconds. They kind of subside after a little while. I get a moment of intensity and then it calms down. Does anyone experience a hot flush for 10 minutes? Wow, my goodness me. That's a lot. My body on fire. Oh my goodness, Nanny. That's not good. I'm sorry to hear that. That must feel, I cannot imagine how that feels. All day. My hat goes off to you. We are well. Oh, yeah, I'm well, thank you, Milena. Enjoy Tunisia. Enjoy it. Yeah, I did a little bit of traveling. I'm fortunate to go to quite a few places, so it was lovely. Um, some comments were filtered. Why? Why are comments filtered? What's going on here? What about dizziness? I'm on the iron tablets and I just... Oh, Ness, welcome to the community. I'm sorry to hear that. Dizziness. You know what? I was just saying to someone today that we've got to really, when we're navigating through this menopause journey, we have to really take note of what our body is telling us. We have to work in partnership with our bodies. We really do. So there may be a few things. I don't know if you've gone to see your GP about it. You could go and see your GP. It's always good to go and see a healthcare professional about your symptoms, because there are things that we may need to take into consideration, because it could be that you're dizzy because of the declining, your hormones declining, fluctuating. It could be that you're dizzy for something, for another reason. So let's not just accept that because I'm dizzy, and dizziness is a symptom of, or can be a symptom of, menopause. Let's not just accept it. Sometimes you may need to go and get it investigated. How often? But you said you're on iron tablets. You're on iron tablets. Are the iron tablets helping this? That's the question. Are they actually helping? Because if they're not, you may have to go back and speak to your GP about it. It's having blood test to say anything else. Okay. Well, it's always good to get it investigated, right? Always good to get it investigated. I recently went to the GP because I was concerned about something. I went to the GP and my GP said to me, just go to the hospital. They'll have all the tests. They'll get all the tests done for you. And I said to them, well, no, hospital are for sick people. I'm not sick right now, so you can do the tests and I'll wait for it to... And it didn't take long for the tests to come up as appointments. I'm almost finished with them now. But it's always good to go and get things investigated. But welcome to... You're welcome. Welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. We are back in business. Not that we was ever shut down or anything, but I've been extremely busy, and the time has just gone so quickly. I've always had the community on my mind, and I'm back, and still running menopause cafes here, there, and everywhere, and also more things are happening as well. More things are happening. So I will keep you posted. We're going to come back to the scheduled lives as well. We are going to come back to the scheduled lives. So keep your ear to the ground. I feel very irritable on my period. How to fix that, please? Oh, hi. Is it Charlene? I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. Yeah, irritability. Irritability can be a sign of your perimenopause. Remember, even when you are having your monthly cycles, your hormones are all over the place as well. Absolutely all over the place. You need to be looking after yourself as well at that point. I really believe that, we wasn't taught this in schools, or even didn't have conversations with my mother about these things. When you are, having your monthly cycles, how you need to be dealing with your body completely differently to when you're not having them. Really need to be looking after yourself. So yeah. Magnesium, collagen. Okay, Marlena's sharing some things here, which is good. And remember, as people are sharing things within the community, you can take note of them, make note, but remember always to do your due diligence. One size does not fit all. What worked for one person may not work for somebody else. And if you are on any medication or have any health conditions, it may be that you need to investigate further before you can start taking those things. So it's fantastic everyone sharing, and as I said, make notes, but always do your due diligence. Yeah. Let's find another fact. So I've just shared with you, hot flushes can last anywhere from 30 seconds to 10 minutes. No one said to me they last. Oh yes, one person said that they feel heat all day. So another, did you know? Brain fog during menopause is real and linked to how estrogen supports memory and cognitive function. I remember we did a live on menopause and the brain, and how the menopause journey can sometimes impact brain function, right? It's not going to be for everyone. Remember, one size does not fit all. Everyone's journey is going to be different. But what we're doing here is respecting individuals' journeys, right? I don't want anyone turning around saying, well, you know what? That didn't happen to me. Get on with it. No, we're not talking like that. We're not going to be discussing that. We're not saying things like that in this community. We're respecting everyone's individual experience. That's what we're doing here. Okay. Thank you for the follow, user 512, and welcome to the community. Has anyone got bad neck pain? Oh, Nanny, do you know what? Just a couple of days ago, I had really bad neck pain, but I don't know if that was a contributor the way I was sleeping. And I'm not sure, but for the last 3 nights, I've been really having bad neck pain. I don't know. Is that a regular thing or is it recent? These things, it's really important. You see, when we start experiencing these symptoms, thank you for the likes. When we start experiencing symptoms like this, it's so important to document it. Whether you put it in your phone, in your journal, if you journal, in your diaries, whatever, however you record it, document it. Because it may be a season that is happening and then it stops, but it comes back again. Record it. Absolutely record it. Yeah, I've had neck pains recently. I didn't think anything of it. I was just thinking maybe it was because I don't know, sleeping with the pillow more plumped up. Maybe. Just started so bad. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you know what I tell you? This menopause journey, for those women who don't experience no or limited symptoms, do you know what? I'm truly happy for you. I'm absolutely happy for you. But there are women out there, warriors out there, queens out there that are getting it really bad. They're getting a rough ride with this, and I just kind of want to, if you are one of those, then it's so true. If you are one of those, you know what? You're not alone. You're not alone. I was speaking to a queen today and just reminding her that, you know what? We can actually get through this. Someone said to me, yes, heard from him all day, but he's fine. Okay, yeah. So I was saying that, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. I was saying to someone yesterday about this journey. Someone was saying, oh, when it stops. And I said, when it stops, when does it stop? Because for those who are experiencing symptoms through their menopause journey, when you get to post-menopause, post-menopause is for the rest of your life. So, this is why I was saying that we really have to work in partnership with this menopause journey. We have to. We cannot keep fighting against it. I'm going to do this quiz in a minute. I'm just going to just check. Remember, I'm doing a giveaway today. I'm giving away some books, and I'm also giving away some coaching sessions. 50 minutes of coaching for free. That's what I'm doing today. So we're going to have a quiz. So if you want to join in with the quiz, if you want to let everyone know, I've got questions to go through the quiz, and you're going to answer the questions, and a few winners, going to pick a few winners, and then you can either have one of the community books, Hot to Wise and Unapologetic, or you can choose to have a coaching session, 50-minute coaching session for free. My lifelong neighbour's 84 and it is taking... Oh, right, 84. This is what I'm saying. You see, 84 and is taking HRT. I feel that there's a misgeneration, right? There is absolutely a misgeneration, because when we get to a certain age in life, those mature ages, right? 70s, even from 60, 70, 80, no one wants to talk about menopause anymore, because they just presume that you're done with it and it's over. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I'm going to share some more facts with you, okay? So did you know menopause symptoms can last an average of 7 years? In the loosest possible term. But for some women, they last much longer. Okay, so the menopause symptoms. So remember, we've got perimenopause, we have menopause, and we have postmenopause. They can last for longer. Okay, I remember my symptoms of perimenopause was 10 years before I hit the menopause. But as a whole, they can last 7 years or longer. I'm sure there's many of us in the community that we've gone beyond the 7 years. Absolutely gone beyond the 7 years. This is why, even though these are facts and these are, recorded information from reliable sources, there's going to be individuals that reach beyond these years. I forgot about book on last quiz, brain fog. Yeah, you won, didn't you, Nanny? Did you not? You was one of the winners, right? I think there were 3 winners the last quiz, and only one person reached out to me with their details, and I posted the book to them. And 2 of you, so you need to send me your get your details. I can in-post it. I don't need your address. You can just give me your postcode, and I can get your nearest in-post, and I can send the book to you. Because you were one of the winners. So you need your book. I've got your book still. But we're going to be doing another quiz today, and I'm going to be there's some more books and also coaching sessions. 50-minute coaching sessions, right? So you can be in with a chance to win that. But do send me your details, not on here, or via... I think you've got my email, actually. You can send it via email or DM me. I just turned 50 was never told that perimenopause could start. Oh, hi, Creative Unlocked. And this is the thing, right? Of this ripe age, okay? And happy birthday. Happy birthday. Right, so you're saying you've just turned 50 and you was never told that perimenopause can start from 30s. We need to be educated better, right? We need to be educated better, but we also need to be taking a bit of responsibility for ourselves and doing our research also. But I can say that, where do we go and research? Because there is a misinformation out there. So where do we go and research? And this is the thing. So it's okay me saying, yes, we need to go and find out this information ourselves, but how do we start? Somebody who don't know anything about this or knows very little about it, where do I even start to get information about menopause? Okay. The community is one place. The community is absolutely one place. Welcome to the Menopause Wellness Community. Creativity. Welcome. So you are part of now, a group of like-minded people, and we used to have scheduled lives. Hi, Donna, how are you? We used to have scheduled lives. We're going to start back our scheduled lives. We're starting back today, and then I'm going to post on what evening that I will be doing a live, and it will be every single week. It will be. So let me continue with this before we go on to the quiz. Do let everyone know we're going to have a quiz shortly. So did you know women are more likely to experience anxiety or low mood during perimenopause, even if they've never had mental health issues before? Did you know that? Remember I said these are not things I'm plucking out of the air. This is factual information from reliable sources. So women are more likely to experience anxiety or low mood during perimenopause, even if they've never had mental health issues before. So we know the symptoms are there, aren't they? We know the symptoms are there. I'm being mindful about what I share with you because there are some questions in the quiz. If you're going to be part of the quiz, then I'm giving away the answers, and I can't be doing that. So another did you know? Estrogen, how do you pronounce it? Estrogen helps protect the heart, which is why heart disease risk increases after menopause. This is why. You know what? We don't realize just how important estrogen is. It is really important to us girlies, I'm telling you. Right? Turo Rays, how are you? I just want to take a moment to welcome everyone to the community. If you are not part of the community and you'd like to be part of the community, all you need to do is follow. We are going to get back on track with our scheduled lives. They're going to start back once a week. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jackie. I am a menopause wellness practitioner as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. So we set up the community last year. It's coming up to a year now. It's actually coming up to a year. We've got to have our birthday party, haven't we? It's coming up to a year. It was the 31st of March last year. I set this up. And it was truly through the fact that it felt a lonely journey for me. And I just thought that there may be many other women out there who feel the same way I did, right? That they felt lonely and they couldn't turn to anyone. They wanted to know more information. They don't know where to go. So we set the community up. I set the community up. And it's coming up to a year now. So this is what we're about. We meet up and we meet up face to face on TikTok and other places as well. And we just share our stories and just support each other. Because I'm a true believer that, you know what, this menopause is not going to break us. Not going to break us. We've written a book together, Hot, Wise and Unapologetic. That is our community book. It got published September last year. And yeah, it's a book that is it's like a companion, to be honest with you. So it's got poetry in there. It's got affirmations in there. I just can't remember now. It's got stories about warriors navigating through their menopause journey. The names have been changed for obvious reason. Confidential. But there's also space in there for you to write. Self-care check-in. You can write things in there. It's got questions around. It's got information about what is menopause. The stages of menopause. If I just read a little bit to you, what is menopause? Menopause is not a single moment. Menopause is not a single moment. It's a journey every woman takes, marking the natural end of her reproductive years. So when I say that, when you hear women say, I haven't experienced any menopause symptoms, not everyone experiences symptoms, but every woman will go through the menopause. Okay, but they're not necessarily going to experience symptoms. I believe it's something like 25% of women do not experience any symptoms at all, or very limited symptoms, something like that. So while we all know it as when periods stop, the reality is that menopause is a gradual transition with different stages, and no two experiences are exactly alike. What I experience, you may not experience. Even if we both experience hot flushes, night sweats, they're going to be different intensities. Okay, this is why one size does not fit all. So when people ask the question, what can I take for this? What can I take for that? It's a trial and error. I'm going to be totally honest. It's a trial and error, because what works for one person may not work for someone else. There is definitely going to be something out there. The advice is always go and speak to your GP. Go and speak to a healthcare professional, and hopefully they can put you on the right track. Okay. So for some, the process is gentle. For others, it can feel like a storm. But no matter what, it's a journey that connects us as menopause warriors, okay? One that deserves to be spoken about openly without shame and silence. And this is what I'm pushing for. We should not be ashamed about talking about our menopause journey. Okay, shouldn't be ashamed about it. Shouldn't be embarrassed. This is why, hence the book, Hot, Wise and Unapologetic. We need to stop apologizing for our hot flushes, for our tiredness, for our mood swings. Why are we apologizing? Okay, people have got to understand us a bit better. That's what should be happening. You're welcome. Yeah, so we are back on track. So let's just share some more, and I'm going to go to the quiz. What's the time now? I'm going to go to the quiz. I'm going to share one more fact. Women can lose up to 10% of their bone density in the first 5 years after menopause. 10% of your bone density. This is why it may not work for everyone. Okay, it may not be for everyone. I'm not saying it work. It may not be for everyone. Exercising is so important. We talk about strength training all the time, right? But if you're losing 10% of your bone density, how are you going to rebuild that back? Think about it that way. Right, I'm going to go to the quiz. So get yourself a piece of paper, scrap paper, pencil, pen, mascara, whatever you want to write with. Just grab. I'm going to give you a few minutes to go and get your pen, because I'm going to read the question and you've got to well, you don't have to jot it down. You can pop it in the chat actually. So if you want to jot it down, you can, because you've got to keep your scores. I'm not going to be the one keeping your scores. You've got to keep them for me. So I'm entrusting you to keep your scores, and then I'm going to pick 5 winners. Okay, so the 5 winners can choose either one of our community books, Hot, Wise and Unapologetic, or a 50-minute coaching session with me, of course, and it's going to be free. Those are the prizes today. Okay, so there's going to be 5 winners. Actually, no, there's not going to be 5. There's going to be 6, because I don't like odd numbers. So there's going to be 6 winners. I just don't like odd numbers. Okay, so I've got the quiz here. Right. So with the quiz, there's 20 questions. And with these 20 questions, some of them you're going to need to know the answer. There are some questions where it is multiple choice, and there are some questions which is true or false. So, yeah, pop it in the chat actually. So, if you don't worry about a pen or a pencil or your mascara, pop it in the chat. Okay, and then at the end, I'm going to ask you for your scores out of 20, and then I'm going to pick 6 winners, and then you will let me know what you would like as the prize. So, is everyone ready for this quiz? So the first question, name the 3 stages of menopause. Can you name the 3 stages of menopause? Pop it in the chat. I just was talking about the menopause as a journey, right? And I think I mentioned 1 stage. There are 3 stages. What are they? I'm going to give you time to pop it in the chat. The 3 stages of menopause. Even if you abbreviate it, the 3 stages. What are the 3 stages of menopause? Yeah, well done. Well done, creative. Well done. Okay, keep your scores. That is correct. So Well done, sweet apple. Oh, it's all coming in now. Well done, Coco. Nanny, well done. Well done. Correct. That is correct. So this is the evidence base, right? There are 3 clinically recognized stages. Congratulations, Cindy. Well done. 3 stages yet? Perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause. Those are your 3 stages of menopause. So there are 3 clinically recognized stages defined by organizations such as the NHS and NICE, right? So correct. Well done for those who got that correct. Question 2. Please remember to keep your scores, Queens. Remember to keep your scores. Question 2. Hold on a minute. I've got the wrong sheet here. Yeah, I don't need that sheet. This is what I need. Question 2. So this is a multiple choice question. Which lifestyle change has been shown to help reduce menopause symptoms? Which lifestyle change has been shown to help reduce menopause symptoms? Nanny, you're on the ball. I haven't given you the answers yet. So the answers are, you got A, B, C, or D. Is the answer A, increasing caffeine intake, B, regular physical activity, C, skipping meals, or D, drinking more alcohol? Is it A, B, C, or D? They're all coming in, the answers. Well done, well done. Congratulations, everyone. All coming in. Very good. Is B, regular activity, physical activity. So there is evidence that shows exercise, regular exercise, mind you, improves mood, sleep, and overall well-being during menopause. Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. When I go for walks, do you know what? It feels good. I do feel good after going for a walk. I do go for walks for like 2 hours though. But I do feel good after going for walks. Okay, question 3. How long does each stage of menopause typically last? Now, this is not a multiple choice. So do you see the 3 stages we spoke about and everyone got correct? Perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. So those 3 stages, how long does each stage of menopause typically last? Have a think about it and put it in the chat. 7 to 10 years. Okay, Coco, I see you. 10 years. 7 to 10 years. 10 years. 7 to 10 years. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is the answer that I was looking for. So perimenopause, generally around 4 to 8 years. Okay. Menopause, remember it's one point in time. So 12 months without a period, the day after the 12th month without the period is actually the menopause. That is one point in time. And postmenopause is for the rest of your life. So I don't know who got that correct there. I would say 10 years. Okay, I don't know who got that correct there. Because the 3... So those of you who said 10 years, I'll give you a point there because you've got postmenopause for the rest of your life. I mean, it's going to last forever, right? It's not an exact answer. I'm just trying to be kind here. So postmenopause, about 4 to 8 years. Menopause is 1 point in time. And your postmenopause is the rest of your life. Okay, so I'm going to go on to question 4. So again, what is the average age? Now, I've mentioned this before, and I've also mentioned another average age. What is the average age perimenopause starts in the UK? So those of you who are not in the UK, you can give me the answer for you, where you reside. What is the average age perimenopause starts in the UK? So you're saying I've seen 30 come up, 30. Everyone's going for this 30, isn't it? 30, 35. Hey, Queen Lee, how are you? 35, 20, 28. Coco's going low, 28. Okay. So the answer, that was question 4. The answer is around 45. It's around 45. Yes, it can be earlier, but the average age is about 45 in the UK. Oh, look, you got that, 45. Well done. Okay, so the next question 5. So that was question 4. What is the average age perimenopause? Remember, perimenopause, not menopause, because menopause, the average age in the UK is 51 for menopause. We talked about perimenopause, that was. So, okay, question 5 is a multiple choice question. I'm good, thanks. I hope you're good too. Thanks for asking. So question 5 is a multiple choice question, okay? So which of the following is a common sleep-related symptom of menopause? Which of the following is a common sleep-related symptom of menopause? Is it A, sleep apnea only? Is it B, insomnia? Is it C, narcolepsy? Is it D, sleepwalking? You have to think about this one now. Before you rush in, think about this one. I'll read that again. Which of the following is common sleep-related symptom of menopause? A, sleep apnea. B, insomnia. C, narcolepsy. D, sleepwalking. Oh, someone's going for 2 there. B. A lot of people's going for B. Insomnia is B. A and B. Oh, okay. The answer is B, insomnia. Congratulations to those who got... Oh, what it states is sleep disturbances is one of the most commonly reported menopause symptoms. Don't we know that, Queens? Don't we absolutely know that? Okay, so question 6. Question 6 is, this is not a multiple choice. This is a true or false question. Menopause can start earlier than expected. True or false? Menopause can start earlier than expected. Yeah. We know that, don't we? We definitely know that. That was kind of an easy one. It's true. Early menopause, okay, can start around 45, and premature menopause below 40, like you said, the 30, and medically they are medically recognized as well. And then also you've got surgically induced menopause as well, haven't you? So yeah, thank you for sharing that. Yep. Well done. Okay, so question 7. Remember to keep your scores, please, because I can't keep them. Keep your scores. We'll choose 6 winners at the end. So question 7. Question 7 is, now you're going to need to know the answer for this one. What are the 3 key hormones? Why my voice did go like that? What's going on? What are the 3 key hormones that contribute to menopause symptoms? What are the 3 key hormones that contribute to menopause symptoms? You can abbreviate them. I need 3 hormones. What contribute to menopause symptoms? Have a think about it. Pop it in the chat. The 3 key hormones that contribute to menopause symptoms. Why is no one coming up? Is everyone going on their phone to have a look, right? We've spoken about them so many times in on the lives. So many times we've spoken about those 3 key hormones. You know you're going in your phone, isn't it? I know everyone's doing their little second phone or watching, asking Google or asking chat. 3 key hormones. Now, what are the 3 key hormones? Do you remember we spoke about quite a while ago? We've got over 200 hormones in our body, right? There are 3 key players when it comes to the menopause. Someone's got... Oh, well done. I can see it coming up now. I can see it coming up, the 3 key hormones. And if you don't know, that's fine. This is just a fun, quiz to know some more information. Well done. I can see one of them coming up. Yes, Coco, yeah, that's one of them. Correct, Janie, that's correct, one of them. Welcome those of you who've just joined to the Menopause Wellness community. Well, Natasha, you're going deep into the hormones now. Natasha, you're going deep into the hormones. Okay. Free something. All right, Queens, you are giving me too much joke today. So the question was about the 3 key hormones. The 3 key hormones, and if you've got them right, I want you to give yourself a point for each correct answer for this one. One of them is estrogen. The other one is progesterone, and the other one is testosterone. So if you've got any of those 3, 1 for each, 1 point for each of those. Okay, well done, everyone. So that was question 7. Question 8. Question 8 is still coming in. If you got those, hi Mary Young. Welcome. Hey Jen. Is that Jen? Oh, Jan. I thought that was Jen. Hi, Jan. So question 8. This is a multiple choice question, Queens. Okay, multiple choice question here. So the question is, which part of the body regulates temperature and is affected during hot flushes? I'm going to give you the 4 answers. Which part of the body regulates temperature and is affected during hot flushes? Is it A, thyroid gland, B, hypothalamus, can't even say that word properly, hypothalamus, pituitary gland, or adrenal gland? So thyroid gland, hypothalamus, pituitary gland, or adrenal gland? A, B, C, or D? Which part of the body regulates temperature and is affected during hot flushes? Someone's going for Brooke. You're going to go B or C. You make me laugh. You can only have one answer. Oh, you know what? You got to try though, haven't you? Okay, let me see. So that was question 8, wasn't it? Question 8. So the answer is B. Thank you for the heart me. Hey, Hot Water, how are you? The answer is B. So the answer is hypothalamus. So the hypothalamus regulates body temperature and becomes more sensitive due to estrogen changes. Hey, you're guessing. Listen, let's just guess, right? You either know the answer or you're just going to guess. Try a thing, isn't it? You might just be a winner. Remember, I'm going to choose 6 winners. The 6 winners can choose either between a Hot, Wise and Unapologetic community book or a free 50-minute coaching session. Okay, so keep your scores though. You got to keep your scores because I cannot keep them for you. So question 9, let's crack on. We've got 20 questions to go through. We've got question 9. Question 9. Oh, this is another free question. Name 3 common symptoms of perimenopause. Name 3 common symptoms of perimenopause. Go for it. This is going to be very different, isn't it, for everyone? Name 3 common symptoms. Okay, dryness. Okay, what else is there? 3 common symptoms of perimenopause. Libido, I see that one. Hot flush, brain fog. Wow. Brain fog, yeah, come up. Okay. Sweats, anxiety, mood swings. Okay, the answer, that was question 9, wasn't it? Okay, so hot flushes, mood swings. Okay, of the symptoms of perimenopause, the answer is any 3 you could have picked. If you've chosen irregular periods, someone did say period there, irregular periods, hot flushes, night sweats, mood changes, brain fog, sleep disturbances. These are some of the common ones. So there can be others though, but these are the more common ones. So if you've got any of those, irregular periods, hot flushes, night sweats, mood swings, brain fog, sleep disturbances, give yourself 1 point for each of those that you have mentioned. Well done, everyone. Hey, Claire. Okay, so question 10. Remember to keep your scores, queens. Remember to keep your scores. Question 10. This is a true or false question. Depression can be a symptom of menopause. Depression can be a symptom of menopause. Is that true or false? I see them just flying up. Flying. Yeah. Okay, someone said false there. Someone said true, false. Okay. So the answer to question 10 is true. Hormonal changes can affect your neurotransmitters, okay, contributing to low mood and depression. This is why that happens or can happen. Thank you for the follow. So that was question 10. So if you put true, give yourself a point, please. Well done, everyone. Well, so question 11. So question 11, this is a multiple choice question. I shouldn't have made this a multiple choice question. This is too easy. I'm not going to give it to you as multiple choice. This is too easy. Question 11, what is HRT short for? What is HRT short for? Shall I give you the answers so you can choose A, B, C or D? Because I think everyone's going to know that. Well, I shouldn't say everyone. Majority of you are going to know this. You see? I'm not going to. You just can roll with it. Okay, so someone said yes to give all the options. So what is HRT short for? Is it A, hormone regulation therapy? Is it B, hormone replacement therapy? Is it C, health recovery treatment? Or is it D, hormonal response therapy? Okay, so anyone that has said hormone replacement therapy, B, give yourself a point. Congratulations. So that was question 11. So question, let me just see if there's any facts around question 11. Hormone, HRT replaces declining hormones and is a common treatment option. So that's what the information is there, right? So HRT replaces declining hormones and is a common treatment option. So, okay, so question 12. Okay, so how many, now think about this before you put the answer in here, because I know a lot of people, I know what's going to come here. How many recognize, and this is not a multiple choice, this is not a multiple choice, you've got to tell me, how many recognized menopause symptoms are recorded in the UK? I'm going to read that again. How many recognized menopause symptoms are recorded in the UK? Now, I know we speak about over 90, over 100 symptoms, but actually not all of them are recognized. So how many recognized menopause symptoms are recorded in the UK? Whoa, someone, Janie, you said various, that's funny. Okay. Any more? So the answer, Oh, okay, some good options. So the answer is around 34 symptoms. Around 34 symptoms are actually recognized as recorded symptoms, right? That's got to change. Believe me, that's got to change. So the figure is widely cited by menopause organisations and awareness campaigns in the UK. So if you look at the British Menopause Society, the NHS, they actually have recorded 34 recognised menopause symptoms. But in the community, we have more than that, don't we? We have way more than that. So if you got that answer correct, give yourself a point. Okay? So well done for the question. We're on question 13. So this is a true or false question. So question 13, sorry. All women experience menopause symptoms. Is that true or false? This is an easy one, Queens. All women experience menopause symptoms, true or false? Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you for the heart, me. Okay, there's a difference in opinion here. Difference in opinion. Okay, so the question was, all women experience menopause symptoms. And the answer is false. Evidence shows that some women experience minimal or no symptoms at all. So if you got false, you are correct. Give yourself a point. Well done. So we are now on question 14. So question 14 is a multiple choice question. Any multiple choice questions, I'm just going to give you all the answers and you decide, okay? It's a bit mean of me to take away all the multiple choice answers for you. I thought that was going to be a bit too easy. Question 14. Which of the following can increase the likelihood of an earlier menopause? Which of the following can increase the likelihood of an earlier menopause? Is it A, smoking, B, drinking water, C, regular exercise, or D, eating vegetables? Okay, which of the following can increase the likelihood of an earlier menopause? A, smoking, B, drinking water, C, regular exercise, or D, eating vegetables? Let me see what's going on here. Oh. Okay, on the trigger, and that was 14, wasn't it? So question 14, if you put A, you are correct. Smoking. So the evidence shows that smoking is linked to earlier menopause due to its effects. It's due to its effect on estrogen levels. So that is the answer. Okay, so question 15 now. Question 15. You're going to have to know the answer for this one. Which hormone is the main contributing factor to hot flushes? We spoke about 3 hormones earlier on, right? Which hormone is the main contributing factor to hot flushes? Janie's gone straight in there with estrogen. Sassy's estrogen as well. It's coming up. This bad boy is coming up. Any more? So that was those of you who have put estrogen, estrogen, however you pronounce it. I know it's pronounced the American way and English way. Congratulations. So it's the decline in estrogen. Falling estrogen affects temperature regulation, leading to hot flushes. Listen, we don't appreciate it until it's gone, do we? Let's continue. So question 16. So question 16, you are going to need to know the answer for this one. What are the likely symptoms women may experience as estrogen levels start to decline? Now, we've just said one, didn't we? What are the likely symptoms women may experience as estrogen levels start to decline? We've already just mentioned one already. Okay. All right. So everyone's just right. So tiredness and fatigue, memory loss, hot flush, anxiety, hair loss. Okay, so the answer to 16, still going, good. Joint pain. Answer to 16, hot flushes, night sweats, vaginal dryness, mood swings, sleep problems, reduced libido, brain fog. So if you mentioned any of those, congratulations, you have got a point for each one you have said, okay? So hot flushes, night sweats, vaginal dryness, mood swings, sleep problems, and reduced libido, brain fog. You have all of them. I'm sorry to hear that, Poppy. I'm telling you, this is not a joke, this journey, you know. I'm telling you. Okay, so question 17. We're coming to the end. We've got to go to 17. We've got a few more left. See, I did my quick maths on my fingers. Listen, I can't bother to do the counting. Question 17. This is a multiple choice. So, which nutrient, let me give you the question and I'll give you all the choices, okay? So which nutrient is especially important for bone health during and after menopause? Which nutrient is especially important for bone health during and after menopause? Is it A, vitamin C, B, calcium, C, iron, or D, vitamin B12? So, which nutrient is especially important for bone health during and after menopause? A, vitamin C, B, calcium, C, iron, D, vitamin B12. Listen, my throat is dry. I've chatted so much that my voice is going. So that's question 17. So question 17, those of you who put calcium, so it's got calcium with vitamin D is essential for bone health, especially as estrogen declines. Okay, so you put calcium, well done. So question 18, got 3 more questions to go and then you can add up your scores. So question 18 is, you're going to need to know this answer. Question 18. Oh, you got potential of 4 points here. The question is, list 4 things estrogen helps to do in the body. List 4 things, and I think we've mentioned a few already. List 4 things estrogen helps to do in the body. If you can't think of 4, just list as many as you can, because you'll still get your points for those. So list 4 things estrogen helps with the body. Thank you for the follow. Listen, everyone's back on their phone, isn't it? Everyone's back on their phone asking chat. Oh, see, everyone, listen, I can tell when you queens are on your phone searching for the answers, you know, because there's a delay in these answers coming through. It's all right. We've got to use our sources that we have, isn't it? Okay, so the question was which list 4 things estrogen helps to do in the body. Okay. Good. So I'm going to give you the answer now. So those of you who have put anything like bone density, heart health, menstrual cycle regulation, vaginal health, brain stroke mood function, give yourself a point. That's what that is what estrogen helps. Estrogen helps to do in our bodies. Okay. Bone density, heart health, menstrual cycle regulation, vaginal health, brain and mood function. So it states here, estrogen plays a protective and regulatory role across multiple body systems. Okay, let me just do this. Hold on a sec. There we go. Back in track. Okay, so any of those, give yourself a point. I say, okay, so question 19. Question 19 is a multiple choice. So, which healthcare professional, this shouldn't have been a multiple choice, I'm going to give you it anyway. Which healthcare professional should you speak to first about menopause symptoms in the UK? Which healthcare professional, if you're not in the UK, do the same thing wherever you are in whichever country you are living in. Which healthcare professional should you speak to first about, look, I haven't even given you the vote. Listen, I knew I should have made this a multiple choice. Is it A, the pharmacist, B, the dentist, C, GP, your general practitioner, or D, your optician? Well, it really depends what's going on in your life, isn't it? Who you're going to see. So, those of you who have chosen C, GP. So in the UK, the NHS recommends seeing a GP as the first step for diagnosing and treatment options. I know it's not good for some of us, but in the first instance, we're going to see our GP. Okay, so last question, ladies. Last question. And this is, it's not a multiple choice. You're going to need to know the answer for this. So, testosterone is usually known as a male hormone. What purpose does it serve for women? Testosterone is usually known as the male hormone. What purpose does it serve for women? That's the last question. This is one you guys are going on your phone. I know you're going on your phone to check. So what purpose does it serve? What purpose does testosterone serve for us women? Definitely going on the phones. You see, you gave me a pattern here. Every time there's a delay in the answers coming through in the chat, you are looking on your phones just to check. To regulate hormones. Okay. Oh, regulate hormones. What else have we got? Mood regulation. Oh, you're watching from Montserrat. Hey, Kate. Welcome. Energy levels, muscle mass. Some good answers, you know. Helps with menopause. Okay. So the answer is libido, energy, muscle strength, mood, cognitive function. So those of you who got any of those, you can get a point for each. Libido, energy, muscle strength, mood, cognitive function. And it's got here, testosterone contributes to several aspects of women's health, though in smaller amounts than in men. Okay, so testosterone contributes to several aspects of women's health, though in smaller amounts than in men. Congratulations, everyone. We've finished the quiz. So add up your scores and let me know what score you got out of 20. Oh, no. It's going to be more than 20 because there were some questions that you had 3 points or more. So add up your scores and let me know what you got. We got a 21 and I'm going to pick 6 people with the highest scores. I can give away more prizes. 6 people. Well done, well done. I hope you enjoyed the quiz. I hope it was just a bit of fun, really, you know. Sometimes my voice is going. Sometimes it's just good to have a bit of knowledge, you know. and a bit of fun as well. Okay, so we have the highest score so far is 21. And then we got 22. Then we got 19 to follow. Okay. Any other scores? Some people may still be totting up their scores. I'm going to give it a little while to see who's got. So Nanny has. Nanny, you like to be a winner on these quizzes, don't you? We've got 21. We've got 22. 22 is user 51. 2. I'm just jotting these down. 23. Oh, 23. Nice. Jan. Tot up your scores and pop it in the chat for me. I've got 11. Well done. Do you know what? It's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's a bit of fun. Even if we look on our phones, that's fine. 22. Turo as well. Turo raise. Oh, thank you, Kat. I like to just do quizzes sometimes, and do you know what? The knowledge it just builds up our knowledge, isn't it? 24. Ali Rose. Very good. Thank you. So, okay. But what did you get? Did you add up your score from question 14 though, Poppy? Did you add up your score from question 14? And anyone who would like the quiz with all the answers on it, please let me know. I'm happy to share with you. I put it together probably earlier on today. And yeah, if you want it shared, just let me know and I can send it across to you. Because just to have a bit of information there, right? It is good fun, isn't it? You make me laugh though. The ones that needed to go to their phones, I would have been checking as well, to be honest with you, if I was on the other end. Well done. But well done to everyone. Get some more knowledge. You may have known these answers already, and it's confirmed your knowledge if you knew the answer already, but it's fantastic. So at the moment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyone else? Did I miss anyone else's score? Let me see. So we have got Janie as well. Janie. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 6 winners. The 6 winners is Nanny, user 512, Jan, Turo Rays, Ali Rose, and Janie. Congratulations to you. And you can choose one of the community books, Hot, Wise and Unapologetic, or you can choose a 50-minute coaching session. It's for free, of course, with myself. Okay, those of you who don't know me and think, who the heck is this woman? My name is Jackie. I am a menopause wellness practitioner as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. And I also do menopause coaching. So this is what your prize will be. You've got to decide. You're welcome. Congratulations, Queens. You have got to decide which one you want. If it's the book, I don't need your address. All I need, because I can put it through InPost, and InPosts are everywhere, aren't they? All I need is your postcode, and then I can put it in the InPost for you, and you can collect it from an InPost. So I don't even need your address. Do not pop it in here though, please. You're going to need to DM me or send me an email. So Nanny, user 512, Jan, Ture Rays, Ali Rose, and Janie. Now, Nanny, I know you won the last time on one of our quizzes and you didn't get in contact with me, so I owe you the book anyway. So you've got a book and you can have a coaching session. So with coaching sessions, I will need to know your availability, or I'll let you know my availability, and then we can work around the time that you can have your free coaching session for. Okay, it's a 50-minute coaching session. that we can do it via telephone, or we can do it via Zoom link. It's entirely up to you. I don't need to know your details in that way. So you can get in touch with me. You have to get in touch with me, otherwise you're not going to get this prize, okay? I will probably message you, if I can message you on here. So Coco, I will message you on here, and then we can have that's only if your DMs are open though. That's the only way I can message you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Coco, would you like a book? Thank you for the follow, Mary Lot. Thank you for the follow. Would you like a book, Coco? You can have a book. I'll send you a book. I'll get in touch with you. You can have a book as well. Yeah. Coco, you can have a book. Thank you for the follow, Queen Leah. Okay, so what is the time? 4, 5. Okay, so it's not bad. So that was the quiz. So if anyone's got any questions, feel free to ask the questions. I know, do you know what? Sometimes it's nice to just forget about our menopause journey and just kind of get together and connect and just have a laugh, have some fun, let your hair down, so to speak. That's what we want to do, right? But yeah, this menopause is a real thing. I was sharing some facts earlier on. I'm going to go back to some facts. If you want to come up and have a chat, let me know. So the last fact I shared with you, does brain fog get better? Okay, it can get better. So when it comes to brain fog, because of the estrogen levels are declining, and sometimes when your hormones start declining, they can also fluctuate as well as decline. It can get better. Now, it may be that, I know for my brain fog, what I started taking was lion's mane, the tea, and it really helped me. But what I've noticed recently, I've not been taking any lion's mane, and my brain fog has got a lot better. That is because I am teaching myself another language. And research shows when you learn another language, it helps with brain fog. So I've not needed any lion's mane tea. So you can do things to help your brain fog. And please, anyone in the community, whoever's, if your brain fog seems a bit better than it used to be, what have you been doing? Do share. What have you been doing to help your brain fog? Mine's night sweats. Hi, Stacey. Yeah, night sweats can be, I used to get night sweats so bad that the whole of my bed, it was like I wet the bed. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Yeah, insomnia is not a nice thing. Insomnia is not nice at all. Not nice at all. But yeah, there are things that you can be doing with every symptom you experience, and I hope it's not a lot of symptoms that you experience, but there are things that you can be doing. But like I said, one size doesn't fit all, and it may be that you try something and it doesn't work, or it's not as good as you hoped it to be, so you might try something else. But I'm always going to say to you, hello, let's switch off. Okay, I'm always going to say to you, one size doesn't fit all. It's a trial and error. It really is. We have to give ourselves some grace and some compassion when we are navigating through this time of life. We really do. I've reduced my estrogen content patch from 50 to 25, and I'm now struggling. Oh, Sharon, thank you for sharing that. Was it recommended that you reduce it? Or did you decide to do that? And this is the thing, that's a really good example of trial and error. Sometimes when we are taking things, a dose, sometimes we have to increase, sometimes we have to lower it, and it's just trial and error. This is why it's so important to track your menopause. Track it. when you start taking something for the first time, over a period of, the week, 2 weeks or longer, track it. How is it helping you? Has it increased symptoms? Has it minimized them? Has it brought on any other new symptoms that you hadn't experienced before? This is so important to track, because when you go back to your GP or go back and revisit yourself, you've got the information there, and actually seeing how it really is impacting you, whether it's a positive or negative. Oh, thank you for the heart, me. Thank you very much for the heart, me. No, I did it. Okay, you did it. So you obviously did it for a reason. Why you decreased, lowered your dosage. Thank you for the heart, me. What you've got to ask yourself, and I'm sure you have asked yourself already, by lowering the dosage, you said that you're struggling. Do you think it's now a good idea to increase the dosage back to what it was originally? There may be a reason why you specifically cut the dosage down. It may be that you go and speak to your GP about it. But now you're saying that because you've lowered it, it's not, you're struggling, you're finding it challenging. You may have to ask yourself that question. Do you need to increase it again? Have a chat with your GP. Definitely have a chat with your GP. Because you want it to be working for you, right? And if it was working for you when you was doing 50, now you're doing 25 or 20, and it's not working for you, then you know what? You may need to go back to what it was. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses. This is a journey that's trial and error, and it's really important that you listen to your body, because if your body's responding well to the dosage that you was on previously, and it's not responding so well now, then it may well be that, you need to go back to the previous dose. It's important that we listen to our bodies for sure. Motivation down Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Does your work support you around your menopause? Do you know what? I hear you, and I tell you, I remember a time when it just got to the stage where you just felt to yourself, gosh, this menopause is never going to end. But you know what? I just had to take a step back and say, do you know what? I have to start working in partnership with it. Not that it was a partnership made in heaven. It's not at all. But we have to work in partnership with it. We really do. Oh, hi, little miss. Welcome to the Menopause Wellness community. So this is a safe space to be heard and understood, to be honest with you. It's as safe as it can be. We meet online. Well, I'm going to start doing our scheduled lives again. I used to do 3 evenings a week and stopped for a little while. I'm going to start going back on 1 evening a week. But I will pop it in on a post to let you know which day and the times as well. But if you're not part of the community already and you'd like to be part of the community, all you need to do is follow, and then you'll be notified on when we are doing our little chats and everything. A lot of the time I will do lives around lots of different things. We did a series of symptom series. Thank you for the heart, me. We did symptoms of how the menopause impacts certain parts of the body. All these lives are actually on our YouTube channel. The Menopause Wellness community has a YouTube channel. And again, for those of you who don't know me, I am Jackie. I am a menopause wellness practitioner, as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. And as I said, a safe space to be heard and understood, connect. If you don't know much about the menopause, it's fine. We're not judging you here. This is a place to find out more information. This is why sometimes we have things like the quiz. Thank you for the heart, me. We have sometimes like the quiz and, I wouldn't even say fun facts, but just facts. I've got some more facts to share this evening, actually. some facts to share so we can build up our own knowledge, because the menopause is, it's not one size fit all, and it can be a whirlpool of information. And sometimes we get given misinformation. What the heck? Sorry, hold on a minute. Yeah. Sorry, little bug. I'm not having a bug flying around my head. Sorry. Sometimes we get misinformation. So, this is a space that I can give you. I'm giving you reliable information, or information from reliable sources. So, I'm not claiming to know that I know everything, because if I don't know, I'll go and get to find out. But I know I'm going to go to reliable sources. I find the doctors know the best about perimenopause. Okay, I'm glad you have got your GP that knows. Least, did you say? Thank you for the heart me. You said least. Sorry, I read that incorrectly. Apologies. I find doctors know the least about perimenopause. And that may well be the case. There are some GPs that have got, they're clued up about this menopause. Generally, GPs only have 1 hour of menopause training. And this is why I'm going to urge you, if you're going to see a GP, particularly a GP that has only had an hour of menopause training, go armed with information. Go armed with information. And that information may be some handouts that you've printed off, some information you've got on your phone. This is the information I've seen from the British Menopause Society. This is the information that I've got from here, from the NHS, because your GP may not know. So this is why I go armed with the information. Time and time again, I had the same thing with my GP. My GP sent me away 3 times. And this is, again, one of the reasons why I set the community up, because I got sent away 3 times. And I actually was experiencing going through my menopause, my perimenopause. And then I just walked away from the GP. And then I just went through this journey feeling very isolated. So go armed with information to your GP when you are telling your GP, and be specific, be explicit about how this journey is making you feel, and let them know, this has started, my hot flushes started then, this is how it's impacting me. What do you think? Thank you very much for the heart me. What do you think? We need to ask the right questions when we go and see our GP. We really do need to ask the right questions. And there is nothing wrong in challenging your healthcare professional. There's nothing wrong in challenging them. Because when we challenge, it doesn't mean we're going to be, defensive. But ask the question. If your GP is saying, okay, I'm going to put you on this medication and I'd like you to take this, when you told them that you're feeling low, ask them why. Why are you putting it on me? Why are you recommending that? What purpose is it going to serve for me? Yeah. So ask the appropriate questions when you go to your GP. This is what I love about our book, right? Our book. It's in here. It talks about how to prepare yourself for a GP appointment, a healthcare appointment. What things we need to be doing beforehand, maybe asking those questions, because sometimes these appointments are only 10 minutes, if that, right? And 10 minutes is so precious when it comes to your health. And it's so important that we ask the right questions. There's nothing worse than leaving a healthcare professional appointment and leaving there and thinking, I didn't even know what they said. I didn't understand what they said. And I'm none the wiser of what's wrong with me or what's going on. We need to ask the right questions. And if we are not confident in asking the right questions, then we need to bring someone with us. We need to be better advocates for ourselves. And if we're not confident to be better advocates for ourselves, then bring someone with us. It's got to the point where I've been to appointments with warriors, but I've not been in the room with them. I've been on the phone. They've just called me up whilst they were having their appointment. Not that I intervened at any point, but I was there to support. So if I heard a moment where maybe the consultant was talking about something and I didn't hear the person that I was supporting ask the appropriate question, I'll just prompt them. Oh, Sharon, didn't you want to ask this? Didn't you want to ask about this? And just prompt them that way. So we need to just be better advocates for ourselves. I'm going to find this part of the book where it says about being a better advocate. I've got to find it before I start blurbing off. Here we go. Advocating for yourself. Okay. This is your menopause, your voice. So important, right? So how to prepare for GP or specialist appointments with confidence. Menopause can be a confusing and isolating time, especially when symptoms are dismissed or misunderstood by healthcare professionals. That's why advocating for yourself is not just helpful, it's essential. This section is here to equip you with practical strategies to own your experience. Speak up and get the support you deserve. So important, okay? It talks about self-advocacy. Self-advocacy matters. Too many women have been told, you're too young for menopause, it's just stress, you'll have to live with it. It's not good enough, right? So you know your body best. Don't let anyone ever tell you you are not feeling that pain or you're imagining it. You know what you're feeling, okay? So you know your body best. It's time to change the narrative. Whenever you're visiting your GP or a consultant, could be a complementary therapist, being prepared can help you feel more in control and get the care that meets your needs. Remember, this is the care that meets your needs. I don't want to hear a consultant tell me about, with other women. I'm not other women. This is me I'm talking about, right? So I don't want to hear about other women. We're here for me. This is what we got to just bear in mind. So before your appointment, these are some things that you potentially can consider. Okay, identify the reason for your appointment. So what's your appointment about? Is it about a concern that you are going to be speaking about? Is it a follow-up appointment that you've had some test results? So think about that. Identify the reason for your visit. What's the main issue you want to discuss, right? And to hold on to that. Is it hot flushes, low mood, brain fog, or something else? So write it down in a sentence or two. So it may be, for example, I'm experiencing symptoms that I believe are related to menopause, and I'd like support in managing them. This is what I'm saying about being explicit about, you've just said you've got the symptoms, you believe they're related to your menopause, and you'd like some support to manage them. That is as clear as day. Okay. It goes on to say, I'm going to track your symptoms. I'm always talking about, I'm a big advocate for tracking your symptoms. Even when you are taking things for the first time, track how it is working. Is it actually working for you? How is it working for you? Are the symptoms getting better? Are they getting worse? Are there any new symptoms? Track. Okay. You don't have to have a fancy tracker. You can just jot it down in your phone, on your phones, in your journals, if you journal, however. Right? There's no one way to do it. There's so many different ways. So keep a journal or symptom tracker for a few weeks before your visit. So always a few weeks. It could be that this is an ongoing thing that you're doing anyway. So you're going to have that information there. So maybe you're going to make notes around what the symptoms are. Very important. What are they? When they occur. Okay, and how they impact your daily life. These are very important pieces of information, and you are going to be specific about these symptoms. You're talking about the symptoms that you're currently experiencing. When did they start? Okay, and how they're impacting your everyday life. That's what you're going to do. And don't be afraid of actually taking this information out of your bag, taking the information out, bringing your phone out. I've got it on my phone. I just need to refer to it. That's fine. Many times consultants refer to their things. They've got their laptop there. They've got their book there. You can do the same. Okay. Remember, this is your appointment. This is about your health. The last thing you want to do is leave that appointment and feel none the wiser and feel like you're lost just as much as you went in there. So number 3, do some research. I'm always saying, bring in reputable information or printouts. If you need the printouts, so be it. The information is there. This may be the first time your GP, your consultant, your healthcare specialist has come across this information that you're sharing. And actually, as much as they may not say thank you, they may well be appreciating that now they know that information. Okay? It can be a bit of homework for them. Not to saying that you're there to educate them, but this is about you. So if you have to bring information in, then that is fine. Absolutely fine. Okay? So what else is there? It could be information from the British Menopause Society, the NHS guidance, the NICE, right? Whichever this information's coming from. The NICE guidelines are very important. It's good to read the NICE guidelines, right? We can talk about those in a minute. So questions you might want to ask and think about the questions you want to ask, and again, jot them down, because you know what? When you're going for appointments, it may be that you're concerned about appointment, so you're not even thinking about those questions. So jot them down beforehand. So when you do go, if you are in that mode of brain fog, or you're anxious and you're worried and you totally forget, you've got them down on paper. They're right in front of you. Okay, so questions you might want to ask. Could my symptoms be related to perimenopause or menopause? That's if it's menopausal related. What blood tests, if any, are appropriate? Can we discuss HRT or non-HRT options? What are the risks and benefits of treatment? Always find out the risks and benefits. Okay, do the risks outweigh the benefits? We need to ask these questions. These are the appropriate questions we need to ask, and we don't ask them a lot of the time. So what lifestyle or nutritional advice do you recommend? How can I monitor or manage long-term health risks? Things like osteoporosis or heart health. And is there someone more specialized I can be referred to? Because if your GP don't know, how are they going to, give you that information if they don't know themselves? So don't be afraid to ask, is there anyone more specialized in menopause than you? Thank you for the follow. GP will hopefully be able to refer you to a menopause clinic, or they may have a menopause nurse on site. Again, asking the right questions. Yeah. Write down your top 3 questions before you go. Top 3. If you haven't got 3, 2 is fine. If you haven't got 2, 1 is fine. Just jot it down, because when you're in the moment of going to a surgery, there's lots of people around, there's a lot of distractions. There's sometimes signs up at the surgery. I went to my GP not long ago, and on the side it said one concern, 10 minutes. You can only talk about one thing. And that can put you off straight away, particularly if you want to talk about more than one symptom. So this is why, if you put down something that structures something before you go, you've got a clear aim then. Okay. Another thing to think about, tips for productive appointment. So be honest and specific. Remember, this is your health. Don't skirt around things. When you get asked, what's the intensity of the pain? Don't be saying a 2 when you damn well know it's an 8. It's not going to be helpful. So be honest and specific. Okay. Don't downplay what you're going through. Don't downplay it in the fact that, well, I feel pain, but I can manage it. No, you can't. That's why you're sitting in front of the GP. Be honest. Okay. Let's not downplay things. Use examples. Maybe the examples you may use is, I've missed 2 days of work this month because I couldn't get out of bed, or I've missed 2 days of work or 1 day of work because of the symptom. I cannot manage these symptoms. Be specific, be explicit in how you are sharing this information. The more information you give your GP, your consultant, your specialist, the better they will be able to navigate and support you. Okay. Bring someone with you if you need to. if you can bring someone with you, a partner, a friend, a menopause support buddy, can help advocate for you. Remember, they don't need to take over your appointment. It's just about being support, having that support, maybe just prompt. You can have that discussion with the person supporting you before you go to your appointment. Okay. What else is there? So take notes. It's easy to forget what's been said. I'm telling you, time and time again in the past, when I've gone to the GP and they've rabbled off all this information, and when I get out, my husband says to me, "What happened?" And I said, I can't remember what they said. I'm telling you, if you need to take your phone out and record the conversation, ask your GP, is it okay to record the conversation so I can go and listen to it a bit later on? Because right now, I'm not going to remember this. Or ask your GP to write down those words that they've just used, and you may not be confident to ask, what does that mean? Jot the words down, and then you can go and research it a bit later. Okay, so don't be afraid to ask a second opinion. If you feel that you go to an appointment and you know what, you feel that you came out of there and you feel that you didn't get the answer that you wanted or what you were searching for, don't be afraid to get a second opinion. Okay? Your loyal to your GP is your GP being loyal to you. Your health is important. So don't be afraid to go and get a second opinion. It may be a second opinion within the same surgery or a different surgery or even A&E. Okay? The pharmacists are speaking to you now about your health and doing tests and your blood pressure and things like that. So you can maybe go and speak to the pharmacist as well. After the appointment, it may be that you follow up. If tests were ordered or was referrals made, keep a track and chase up if need be. I always say that I will chase people to the point where, you know what, I'm going to just pretend I'm going to chase them up so much that they're going to feel like I'm stalking them because I want to know the answers. That's what I want to know. I would like to know. And if you say to me, it's going to be a week and it's not a week, then I'm not going to leave it at that. I'm going to keep on chasing you. Thank you for the likes. And then reflect. So you need time to reflect, okay? What felt good about the appointment? What didn't feel good about the appointment? And what knowledge do you feel that you need thereafter? See, it's nice to go to an appointment and you leave the appointment having all the answers, all the questions answered. All your questions answered, okay? So build your menopause care team, because you want that care team. That care team may be your GP, a menopause specialist, a menopause buddy, a menopause coach, whoever, a nutritionist. It could be different things. Remember, your journey is your journey. Your needs are going to be different from somebody else. But it's important that you identify what your needs are. Okay, just remember that you deserve well-rounded support. Okay, and so being your own advocate doesn't mean doing it all alone. It does not mean doing it all alone. It means honoring your experience, asking for help when needed, and holding firm in the truth that your health matters. Always. Okay, your voice is valid. Your well-being is a priority and you are never alone. You just need to remember that. So that's just some information from the book. Okay, listen, I chat so much that my throat is dry. Okay, I'm going to take a pause. I think I'm going to be going soon. My husband's home. I haven't even gone and said hello to him or anything. Who is this? Okay. It's been... Hello.
How are you? Are you okay?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. My name is Aziza. What would you like me to call you?
Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. Oh, do you know what? It's so refreshing finding your page. I am not yet there with menopause. I think I'm perimenopausal.
Okay.
I campaign to end violence against women and girls, and that's across, workplace, online, globally.
Yeah.
Obviously it's a huge problem.
Mm.
I think I cover lots of different topics. I'm from South Asian community. I'm
Okay.
Muslim and I'm
Yeah.
British born. So all the different heritage, which has led me to wanting to represent
Yeah.
my own community first, but obviously a global campaign. And it means also talking about menopause in the workplace, how women are being oppressed. It's not yet a protected characteristic. Am I correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
We need to campaign to get that sorted because it needs to be recognized.
Yeah.
I talk about as many things as I can on my page and I try to reference it and back it up with evidence. So can
Yeah.
we collaborate, please?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Absolutely. Definitely. So you can get in touch with me. Do you have you would have your DMs open. You can send me a DM,
Okay.
or if you go onto the Menopause Wellness Community page, there's a link, email link there. So you can just click on that and it opens up a direct email to me.
Amazing. I'll do that. I think because in the South Asian community, it is something that's used as a derogatory and humiliating slur when a
Mm,
woman reaches a menopausal stage in her life. And I think
yeah.
it really upsets me. Every single
Mm,
thing always results back to humiliating women, degrading women.
yeah.
This is a huge milestone in a woman's life. It can
Yeah.
happen at any age. We know that.
Yeah.
And I think being ignorant has meant a lot of women have suffered in silence.
Mm,
And we need to continue being peer support workers. I love that several times you've mentioned about having, Dr. 2010 is a friend of mine as well. She's amazing.
okay.
So you have, peer support, you have friends, a buddy system,
Mm.
and we should do that. And I think the BAME community, we are so underrepresented.
Yeah, definitely. No, we'd definitely be interested to collaborate. So, we definitely will be talking. And thank you for coming up and sharing your organization. I'll definitely give you a follow.
Thank you. At the moment, I'm a standalone person. I
Okay.
am trying to get this the recognition. I've been on the receiving end of some awful online harassment and bullying, which made me even more determined not to disappear.
Right.
So this year, I've started off with onwards and upwards. I do my own live streams as well, and I come on. I try to keep my space inclusive. I never invalidate anyone who brings up anything, no matter how far fetched it sounds. I
Yeah.
feel like it's not a coincidence. It's never a coincidence. And when someone brings something to me, I'm thinking, okay, right, let me go and research it some more. So, yeah, I think menopause is something that I don't know as much about. So I'm looking forward to learning.
Yeah, definitely. I look forward to speaking to you. And thank you for coming up. Thank you.
Thank you for having me and thank you for doing your live stream. Honestly, really appreciate your space.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to drop and let you continue. Take care.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
It is absolutely always lovely to, have different people in the community. And you know what? When we started, thank you for the heart me's. Hey, Just Empress, how are you? Just Empress, we've got, you know what? I just want to take a moment to thank the community ambassadors. We have 6 community ambassadors. Remember, I said we're coming up to our first birthday. We started this online group, however you want to call it, movement, however we want to call it, March last year. And we're coming up to, it was the 31st of March. So we're coming up. We got to have a celebration, right? We just absolutely have to celebrate because we've done this group and we've come up to, I can't even remember how many followers we have in this group now. But, it's not about the amount, for me, it's about the impact. I'm telling you, even if I had 2 people, it's the same. When I do menopause cafes everywhere, all about the place, if one person comes, it's impact. Right, so we're going to keep on continuing doing this, and as I said, we're going to go back to our scheduled lives. It's going to start being 1 day a week because I'm telling you, those of you who know me, it's not just this that I do. There's other things that I do, and I kind of have to just be mindful about just how many things I'm taking on. But yes, we are going to use our voices, right? We need to use our voices better. Those of you who won the books today, I'm going to send those books out to you. I'll be in touch with you. The competition was really good, right? The quiz was really fun. It was a fun quiz. As I said, I've got a few more facts here. Fun. Shall I call them fun facts? They're facts. Whether they're fun, I'll let you decide. So the last one I shared with you was women can lose up to 10% of their bone density in the first 5 years after menopause. So thinking about that, how do we help our bone density? I know for me, I've been doing strength training. Some of you are aware of my fitness journey, getting back my strength. It just made me feel good, and I feel that it's important that we do things that make us feel good, not what everyone else thinks we should be doing, right? And this is why I'm always saying, rather than exercise, I say movement. Okay, because not everyone is going to say, yeah, I like to exercise. Not everyone likes exercise. Exercise isn't for everyone, but as long as we are moving, movement is good for the body. So another fun fact, women actually produce testosterone too. We just had that in the quiz, didn't we? Testosterone is normally known as a male hormone. Okay, but we have it as women too. So women actually produce testosterone too, and it plays a key role in confidence, energy, and libido. There you go. So when women say to me that they've lost their confidence, testosterone. Okay, so we know that the testosterone there is going to be there for women also, as well as men. And it's just, again, thinking about how can we rebuild our confidence. Do you know what? Starting by coming to support groups, connecting with like-minded people. I'm telling you, that is the stepping stone of rebuilding your confidence. Because the testosterone levels are declining. They're fluctuating and declining. Okay. There are going to be things that we could do. Like I always said, and I've always said, any foods that we are consuming that can support with hormone levels, it's never going to be totally replacing it to how we were when in our 20s. There are going to be things that we could do to, support that hormone levels, whether it's food or, the HRT or non-HRT. There's going to be things. But remember, as I said, one size does not fit all. Trial and error. Give yourself some grace, some compassion while you are trying to identify and figure out what is going to work for you. When we are figuring it out, we've got to be consistent. There is no point trying something and saying, I'm going to try this. And then you use it for one day, and day 2 and 3, you miss it. Day 5, you take it. Day 8, you take it. And day 12, you forget about it. That's not being consistent. So you have to be consistent in doing these things and track if it's actually working for you. Most importantly, listen to your body, because like I always say, 1 week you could be doing something and eating something, and the following week your body is rejecting it. Always listen to your body. You've got to work with your bodies. So another fact, hormone levels during perimenopause can fluctuate wildly, sometimes higher than normal before dropping. This is why sometimes you may wake up and you feel okay, and other days you wake up and you just don't feel yourself. It's a whirlwind. It can be a whirlwind for some of us, right? But just remember, you are not alone. You are absolutely not alone. We spoke about how there's another one here. Experiences of menopause vary across cultures, with some reporting fewer symptoms, possibly linked to diet and lifestyle. Remember, we had a discussion we had a live one day on menopause and culture, in terms of how Black women tend to experience their menopause earlier than their white counterparts. Now, as I said, this is not information I am plucking out of the air. Okay, this is factual information that you can actually go and find on NHS. You can go and find on the British Menopause Society. It is, that information is very factual. So with the cultural and again across cultures, I was reading, I'm sure it was in Japan. Was it Japan? I can't remember if it was Japan. Japanese women. It'll come back to me. I was doing some research recently, and it came up about Japanese women. They actually celebrate their menopause. They actually celebrate it, you know. And I feel that, as I said, we've got to work in partnership with our menopause. We have to. Otherwise, you feel that, you know, you feel that you are totally out of control. It's about taking back control. Some women say they feel a new sense of freedom and confidence after menopause. Wouldn't we all like to feel like that? We'd all love to feel like that. Beginning to embrace your menopause. When you start embracing your menopause, I don't know, you tell me. Those of you who've started embracing your menopause, because it's going to be different for everyone, how are you finding as you started to embrace your menopause? Have you found that you're feeling different than when you was before, once you start embracing it? I know I did. Started completely feeling different. I feel awful fighting against myself, crying every day. Paula, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. Paula, I'm sure I spoke to you. Let's talk. Let us talk. We're going to speak. I'm going to get in touch with you and we're going to have a conversation. But yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that you feel like that. And you know, I'm always saying I'm an optimistic person. I'm a very optimistic person in saying that, you know, things will get better. Things will get better. Remember, those 5 things we have to take in, we may need to take into consideration when we are looking at our menopause. Genetics, lifestyle, the way we eat, exercising, and stress. Those are 5 things that we need to sometimes take into consideration when we are looking at navigating through our menopause. Okay? But Paula, let's talk. I got GP in view. Yes, you did mention that actually. Once you've seen your GP, we'll have a conversation. Yeah? But hopefully what I read out about the preparing for your appointment, you picked up some things. If you haven't thought about them, hopefully you found that helpful. Do you know what? This fact here that I've got here, no more periods, also means no more worries about period products or surprise cycles. Do you know, when I first went into perimenopause, and I remember going from perimenopause to menopause, and I was celebrating too early. I started celebrating too early. I'm sure many of us have done this. And I started celebrating and counting the change that I could be saving as pocket money, because these sanitary products are very expensive, right? And I started saying, oh, I'm going to save a lot of money. And then the moment I started celebrating, bam, it came again. But then I went through menopause and then post-menopause. So I don't have any I don't need to have any more sanitary products. But I always have them in my bag. For some reason, I always got them in my bag, always. Good luck with your GP appointment, Paula. Okay, listen. Menopause Wellness Community, and those of you beyond, I am going to be departing now because it's coming up to 6 o'clock, and I've been on since 4. And it's coming up to 6 o'clock. So those of you who have got any questions and you didn't want to ask within this group, that's fine, because not everyone wants to ask within the group. Please feel free to reach out, DM me. You can also send me an email. The email link is on the page, on the community page. You can just click on it and you can just send me an email. I am the only one who sees those emails. So you can feel free to send me an email. Again, I will go through the comments just in case I've missed your comment. It hasn't been done deliberately. And I will respond back to any questions that I have missed, only if your DMs are open. That's the only way I can contact you. But if not, feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to end the live, and I'm going to end the live the way I always end the live. I always end the live by saying, or sending you a virtual hug first and foremost. I send everyone a virtual hug. And the second way I end the live is by letting you know, just remind you that you are not alone. If you feel alone after the live has ended, please reach out to someone who you trust, someone that will listen, and someone that will start to begin to understand you. Okay? But queens, look after yourselves. and give yourself some compassion and grace. And I will see you soon. I am going to say to you now, I'm going to commit to next Sunday. I say that and I'm thinking, what am I doing next Sunday? I'm going to take that back. I'm not going to commit to next Sunday. I'm going to post which day I'm going to do next week. But definitely next week, we're going to go back to 1 day a week, one evening a week as a scheduled live. I'm going to post it on, so keep an eye out. Those of you who have not come across the community before and you've found this of interest, please do follow. My name's Jackie. I'm a menopause wellness practitioner as well as a menopause nutrition and weight loss management practitioner. And we're going to start back our scheduled lives. So everyone stay blessed and I will see you next week. I'm going to post which day I'm going to be coming on. All right. All right then. Bye everyone.